This episode is brought to you by Arlon Graphics, trusted for innovative high-performance cast vinyls. Check out their newest product, DPF V9500, a non-PVC polyurethane wall film built to tackle ultra-textured surfaces like a pro. More exciting new products to come soon from Arlon. Check them all out at Wensco.com. Oh, is it on the left side? Oh, I was thinking it was on the right side. I can't usually see it from here. Usually I'm sitting over there.
Yeah,
Feels
I've
all
shifted.
weird.
Usually I'm over there because I like that chair. Then they move me over there, and then they move
Hey,
me
just
here.
remember in that chair you can't move, okay? It's very squeaky.
Oh, I can't move?
You can't really hear it on the podcast, which is kind of funny.
A little bit.
Don't just sit
Well,
still.
there's weight differences here that we're talking about.
Are you saying it's more squeaky or less squeaky?
It's less squeaky right now for what
I'm trying to figure out if it was a compliment or an insult. I didn't know where he was going. Okay, I understand now.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan, it's the Slightly Serious Sign Podcast, starring Mike Hull, with his co-host Tyler Hull, and their sometime sidekick, Domingo Tobar. We invite you to join the show with today's relevant sign industry guest. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Mikey! Hey-o!
Let's get started then.
Let's do it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 86 of the Slightly Serious Sign Podcast. As you can see, there's no Mikey here again this week.
Woo-hoo.
He's like in Mexico or something. I don't know. He said he's
put him on a boat, I thought.
He said he's unavailable. Send all of your problems to Domingo. That's what he said. So
What?
that stands going forward. That's what I'm being
I knew it
told.
was going to happen eventually.
So anyways, we lied, cheat, and stole to get people on the podcast today because nobody wanted to join us. So I'll let Domingo tell that story though.
Well, I think I already did, didn't I, at the beginning? Didn't we already?
Probably, but you can tell it again. You can tell it from the beginning for the people that didn't get all the context.
All right. So basically, let's just start it off with Tyler. We had our last podcast. We did it last week. So we didn't have anything prepared. And I'm like, Mike's not here. We got to do a podcast, right? And he's like, yeah, we got to do one. I go, all right. What are we going to talk about? First thing that I came to mind was customer service, because we always preach how, we kind of step beyond our boundaries to help customers. And I thought, what a perfect segue to get Desmond and Yolanda in here. Because why? They do a ton of work for Wensco. Customer service, they do shows, all the stories that we have for open houses that we've had are these legends, to be honest with you. And I said, all right, we'll get them on. And Tyler's like, Desmond's not coming on. Yolanda's not coming on.
Yeah, that's accurate.
And it's pretty much that. And he goes, so what's your plan B? And I kind of went, let me work on it. You know me. I come up with ideas. And so I decided, all right, we need to talk about onboarding. So why not have these two ladies that do training? When they do onboarding, they do a lot of training. I figure, I'll just coerce them into a meeting at 11 o'clock. So the first thing I'm thinking, all right, I'll make it happen. Let me think about this. And I go to Yolanda because she's here early in the morning like I am. And I say, hey, let's have a meeting at 11. We're going to talk about onboarding. Oh, okay. Yeah. 11 o'clock. And I go, I'm going to go tell Desmond. Well, she's not here. I'm like, oh, but she'll be here later. And I'm like, all right. I guess I'll wait. And then later she came to me and she goes, hey, I already talked to Desmond that 11 will work. And I kind of went, all right, it's planned.
So
It's working
out.
So then I went to Desmond and I said, hey, Desmond, are you okay with 11 o'clock? And she looked at me like she always has 30 things going on. I mean, literally at once. And then I'm seeing her doing this. And then she's writing down something. And she's like, yeah, Mingo, 11 o'clock. Well, Allie takes lunch at 11:30. So I don't know how long will this meeting take? And I kind of went, it's probably going to take about an hour. I'll make it happen. Like usual, she'll make it happen. So then I'm like, now I'm like, this is not going to work. Not going to work. But I decided, well, why not? Let's tell Tyler what I'm doing. It ain't going to work. What's your B plan? And I'm like, it'll work, man. Just give it a chance. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, it ain't going to work. But then I'm thinking, these two young ladies, it'll work. I can get it by them.
You did.
So then it was like, all right, how do I get everybody in the conference room at 11? Then what's my plan B to get them out or get us out? So I went over to Bonnie and I said, Bonnie, I need you to come in at just before 11 o'clock and say that you have a meeting, that it's booked, the room is booked, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, who am I meeting with? A potential marketing. They're not going to believe that. Who am I going to? And then Rick saying, well, just say you're meeting with business cards. They're reprinting. Yeah. Well, let's talk about the printing company. Yeah. I said, I'm thinking in the back of my head, I don't care. Just come in 5 minutes till and say, hey, the room's booked. She's like, okay, I got it. And I said, Rick, as soon as I get them out of the room and get all 4 of us in here, I need you to walk in, close the door, and we got them trapped. And then, so the plan was working. And then as I walked to the conference room and I'm like, Tyler, come on, we got to get in the conference room. Desmond comes to me and says, the room is booked. And I went, oh, it is? She goes, yeah, it's booked at 11. I went, darn. You know what? Let's just meet in Tyler's office. And from there, all I got is I hate you. I can't believe you didn't tell me.
Then Rick comes in and he's like, oh, I just got to check on something for a minute, closes the door.
And we're stuck.
So that's how we got him in here.
Wow, that's a long explanation of how that's the deviance that I can bring up in the company and make things happen. Hey, you got to make things happen.
So to give some context to that, so the reason we bring on Yolanda and Desmond are two of the people that have been here now pretty close to the longest. I feel like we're losing the people that have had the longest tenure here over time, so it's slowly becoming the longest here. So you guys haven't been on here, so if you want to just take a second, introduce yourselves, what your role is, how long you've been here, what you currently do. As Domingo said, family, all that stuff.
Yeah. So who wants to start?
Domingo gets mad at me when I specifically don't mention
forgets
that part,
everything. So who wants to start?
Yolanda's been here longer. She can start.
Okay.
Yolanda Cain, been here for 20 years.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm married, 2 kids. One's 19, Brandon, and Olivia is 17.
And what do you do for the company?
Inside sales support. So I take care of all of our outside reps.
Yeah, but there's a lot more to Yolanda that's just kind of like a little caveat of what she does.
Like
but she actually, she has many hats on. So she'll handle contracts. She'll handle all kinds of I hear a lot of things that the printer going off is what I hear. That's hers. When's mine printing?
It's true.
But yeah, she does a lot for the company, which we appreciate. I know I appreciate. She's actually the first person that trained me. So when I sat down with her, I knew she was like, this guy's going to write down everything I say. And it was, I had to be more of this is the process of how things are done.
We definitely need to work on onboarding then.
Yeah, that's because I was pretty retentive about what I was doing. And I thought I picked it up pretty good. But when Yolanda's not here, I got to go to Desmond because Desmond's the person that I go to. But
that was a really interesting time, too, because that was right when COVID started.
Yeah.
We got sent home that next day or that Monday.
Yep.
I came in Thursday, I think it was, got trained. Friday had training. Monday, they said, go home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay.
And we continued training over the phone.
And
you just make do. We did it.
Yeah, she does a great job. I thought your training was the one thing that I would like to have seen, I guess, in the training would be that we would have a lot. I'm pretty sure that we do it now, but back then I had to watch over your shoulder, and that's why I had to write a bunch of stuff down. Mm-hmm. I would have preferred to have my laptop or a laptop working or whatever so that I could do it side by side.
Yep.
It would have been a lot easier because I know that when I sat with you a little bit, it was easier that way. Mm-hmm. And But yeah, she did a fantastic job, which I'm very grateful.
Thank you.
I think she did a good job, whether or not that you took all the information is still up in the air.
Well, I still go to, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know everything. Nobody really knows everything, but I can tell you right now, I would prefer to go to these two young ladies for any type of our P21 or any type of how do I do something in the system. I mean, I guarantee I'll get the answers from them, no matter how you look at it. So either I'm away from the office or in the office. I know that they have never said no to me on how to show me how to do something, or, hey, can I show you, can I get it a little bit later, which is perfect. I mean, that's teamwork right there. Mm-hmm. I mean, that I know that I can trust these two young ladies to help me understand how to get it or where to get it. And, even Bob is there right next door to me, but it's the same way. I think there's a good chemistry with team efforts and team wanting to win. And I think there's a lot of people that you could actually look at in the company and say, I know that I could go to them and ask them to help, they'll help, which I know that I do that. And I should say no more often, but I'm going to start saying no to you, Tyler, a lot.
That sounds good. I'll start saying no back, and nothing will get done around here. Perfect. Desmond, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Desmond. I've worked here for 15 years. I started as a receptionist, actually, and then I was customer service, and now I'm customer service manager of all locations. I have a daughter. She's 14. Her name's Leela. And yeah.
So if you attended any of the
open houses,
well, this year -2 for Desmond, but for the most part over the last few years, if you've attended open houses, like the crew you've seen on the podcast is the people who do the open houses. So Tony was in here last week, and then Yolanda and Desmond in here this week is basically the whole crew that has been kind of the running rotation for at least the last 4 years since we've been doing it. So if you've gone to any of those open houses, this is who you've met. So it's good to get them all on the podcast.
Well, I can tell you right now, they do a fantastic job at the front counter. I mean, I watch them work, and they're like a well-oiled machine. I mean, they know what's going on, where things need to go, what they need to do, and they're always asking for information beforehand versus some sales reps going, "Hey, what do I do? Hey, what do I do? Hey, what do I do? Hey, Mingo, what do I do? Go pester Tyler."
Yeah, exactly. Go bother Tyler.
Go find Tyler.
So I think that we talked a lot on this podcast about how we think we do customer service like differently than most other people do, and I think a lot of that comes down to we care more, are willing to do more than we should probably a lot of the time is what I think it comes down to. So, Desmond, if you want to just go through like kind of what does that look like on kind of like a daily basis in terms of like returns, people ordering things, all that kind of stuff, where do you think it is that we are particularly good at helping the customer?
Well, for example, even right now, I'm in the middle of something before I came in here, but something didn't make the transfer, or actually the customer was by mistake told the wrong day, and he needs it today. So I'm probably going to go to Tater, our warehouse, and see if there's somebody who can do it today or tomorrow, because otherwise he'll have to wait till Thursday, and he cannot wait till Thursday. So things like that, we always make sure do the best we can to make sure they get it. If we messed it up, or just, things get lost sometimes and it just happens, but we do everything we can to get it right and make it right for the customer. So
do you feel that we do too much in that case? Because I hear a lot of those stories come up, and we always run somebody always runs it. Do you think that is that we're really going beyond the customer service realm that normal other companies' customer service would not do?
I would think so.
Yeah, I would think so.
I think we go above and beyond.
Yeah, I mean, we try our best right away. I'm not just going to say, "Oh, well, sorry, you have to wait." Like, I'm going to go out there and talk about it and figure it out between whoever. Even if Tater has to meet somebody,
Halfway,
we'll do that.
We've done that before.
Jason and Tater from Detroit and Grand Rapids, they'll meet each other if something was missed on a Friday to get it here for the next week. So, yeah, just things like that.
So those are the things that, because we preach about Wensco because we're Wensco, but we also say that there's a lot of challenges that we run into with customers, good and bad. But I think we pointed out that you just mentioned it. Wensco employees do care. Mm-hmm. They do want to make it right. They do want to help in any way that they can. And I know there's not talking about different competition. There are a lot of great branches out there, but there are a lot of other branches that they have. They don't care. They don't. It's a job. And I think those are the things that we kind of want to push. But that's why I was asking, are we stepping over that boundary that we're constantly doing it, and now it becomes more of an issue versus trying to help somebody?
Yeah, I think what I think of when you talk about that is when we sat in Detroit and we were going through all the reviews that we had of Wensco, and we were going through and making a joke of like, oh who's responsible for this, right? We were making like a joke of like, all right, that's one for Desmond's team, all right. But the funny part is we're going through that because like genuinely we care. We're like how poorly things have to go for both employees and customers to be like genuinely pissed off at us. Like it has to go so bad multiple times for that to happen because we'll make it right every single time. And we had this conversation where we've had customers that just, as soon as something gets messed up, right, they're all mad about it. And you just go back to like, how many times have we let you down on this? Like we have fixed it every time. And then you call and you're all mad and it's like, we're going to figure it out. Just call us. Yeah. Tell us we messed it up and we'll figure it out. It's really not that hard. Mm-hmm. It's not that big of a deal. We'll get it. But I think we always tend to go as far as we can in terms of helping the customer. Like we get complaints on, how our transfer schedule works. We're like, we get it, but also we can't have everything everywhere all at one time. Right. Mm-hmm.
So can only do so much.
So if you let us know, right, if you call, even if it's not something we messed up, right, you call, you're like, hey, there's this roll and I need it. And I know it's not going to get here until Thursday or Friday and I need it Tuesday or Wednesday. We're probably going to figure it out more than likely.
Yep.
But if you don't tell us and then you're mad later that you got it late and be like, well, you didn't, like, just let us know. Like,
But I think there's customers out there that always complain, right? They're never going to be happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which we understand that. I mean, that's the nature of the business and nature of people. But I think when I was at the show, I love hearing conversations of, I'll bring it up again, Gerber. But it's good to hear when somebody comes up and says, hey, you fixed that 15 years ago and it's still running. Those are the things that it's not a pat on the back, but it's just knowing that I did something right, to help somebody. I mean, I get that from my mom. I will give you, if you need something, I'm going to help you, no matter how you look at it. It's just the way that I was brought up. But I think that's the customer service that I think a lot of people here have. Mm-hmm. We have some challenges with some, but that's any business.
Yeah, anywhere.
Did you guys hear any stories of when people checked in at the front counter? Or it's good to see a face and a name together? Or
I had a couple people, a specific lady, Ann. She was like, Desmond, I've talked to you so many times. I've never seen her at the open house. But now, since then, she's like literally called me every day for something. And she was like, I trust you more than anybody to do this. And
that's a good feeling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I did you see a lot of new customers? Because we brought that up. Yes. There was a lot of new people.
A lot of new faces.
Yeah.
And then
which is good.
I saw a lot of old faces.
Yeah.
Who I don't get to talk to anymore.
Yeah.
I don't get to talk to them.
That's right, because you were in customer service, right?
Yeah.
At one point.
Yep. And I was at the front counter too. So yeah. It's always good to go in and see all these people that you don't talk to anymore. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while they'll give me a call. Hey, I need this, and we get them taken care of. But there were a lot of new faces.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about with in terms of what do we need to do, like moving forward with the open houses, is we've made the reference that I think the people that have come to these open houses for years, right, they already know what the benefits are, right? We don't have to sell them on. We just send them the dates. We send them the dates and they're going to show up, right? Yep. But I don't know if we've done a great job, like as the marketing team, in terms of like explaining to people that haven't been before that like these aren't like Like if you've been to other events, they're not the same as the ones that we're going to do. And when people come to them, I think for the first time, they're always just like amazed at how much stuff is there and be like, well, we told you. Sorry to interrupt you guys, but I just want to take a minute to talk about Nakusa, the name behind our tape. Our tape's the #1 application tape out there, but they are more than just tape now. Nakusa has a full range of products out there. Their new one is called NextBond. This is a UV cured adhesive. Why does that matter? It's an eco-friendly and durable option, but comparable to most of the eco-friendly options, this is a cost-effective product. So if you're looking for an eco-friendly product or a durable product or just in general a good vinyl, NextBond is going to be the one for you. This is available at Wensco.com as well as all of their other products. So check it out at Wensco or reach out if you have any questions. Oh, and don't forget to use your Nakusa bucks. Have you heard about Metamark? Metamark is a company that sells premium graphic solutions for commercial and fleet signage. So whether that's walls or it's vehicles or it's tables or doors, we loved it so much we put it all over the podcast studio. So you can check it out on our videos or at Wensco.com. Like 50 people, 50 vendors is a lot of vendors. I don't think like when it's on paper, I don't think it sounds like that much, but when you show up and there's that many tables there, it's like, holy cow, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm. I did have one customer, I don't remember who it was, and it may have been at Cleveland's open house, and they told me that they had gone to some other open house a few days before. I don't remember who it was for. And she was like, it was nothing like this. She's like, it wasn't good at all. She was like, this is amazing. Everything is awesome. We love this. This is great. So
yeah, I hear that from a lot of the customers and the vendors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had some challenges with some open houses.
Yeah, just one.
Speaking of challenges, this year you girls did okay. There was no late getting up, no went to bed early. Not like some people that we know.
We won't mention any. Don't mention any
2 weeks in a row. I get
Is he alive? Everybody looked at each other.
That was our concern.
Is he alive? Have you heard from him?
None of you even called me. The only person that called me was Kevin.
Yeah, because he was your partner.
I thought Mike called you. He said he was calling you.
Nobody called me. I literally got up and I had I just had my alarm going off and nobody was calling me. I was like, weird. It's like, maybe we're leaving now. I was getting up and then Kevin's like, no, they left. I was like, nobody told me.
Thanks, guys.
So anyways.
Well, just some of the.
So when we talked about like kind of how customer service feels like oftentimes they're going above and beyond what they probably would normally do, at least from what the role is. What do you think that looks like on like the sales support side of things? How do you think we do a good job of going above and beyond what people would expect on some of the stuff that you're dealing with?
Gosh. So I deal with lots of equipment stuff, quotes and large quantity quotes. And the idea of having me and Doug and, there's a few others that do inside sales, being able to get that quote done immediately and back out to the rep, and then they get it to their customer, having that happen within 5 minutes of them requesting it, I think that makes a huge deal for sure.
I think what I've also seen on the equipment side of things is we are, what's the word for it? More transparent than some of the other ones that are out there. So in terms of like, when we give you a lead time, I mean, it's going to be pretty close to the lead time that we give you. Because I remember when I was in sales, we lost a few deals where the lead time that I gave them and the lead time that the other lead time they got were so far apart. And they were like, oh, they said they can get it to me in like a week. Like, okay, well, if that's the case, like you need it, what am I going to do? I can't help you there.
Yep. Yeah.
And then you'd go back in there, like 2-3 weeks later and it's not there. You're like, didn't you,
what happened?
You say you ordered it? They're like, yeah, they said it's on back order. Be like, oh.
Yeah.
Did they ask before they put it on order? Like, what we can tell you is before we give you any information, we've already done the work on that, right? And it's not like we're just going to give you a random number on the screen, be like, lead time says 4 days. Yeah, it'll be here. Then you call, they don't have it. You're like, well, I guess 4 weeks, right? The same thing. 4 days, 4 weeks. It's like the same time. So I think that's what historically we've done a pretty good job on the equipment side is being very transparent probably to a fault on some of them, but
we've had that same situation happen recently, actually.
Yeah. Where they're like, yeah, they said they can get it to me next week. And
they
then
have
you're like,
it. Yep.
You're like, we talked to the same people, right? I just called them. I said, call back, ask, do they have it on the floor at their shop?
Yeah.
Because if they don't, I'm not getting it in 2 days. That's not happening. but yeah, I think that's what historically we've done a good job at. But the question I asked, so we asked this of Craig and Mike DeGeeter when we had them on the podcast, just in terms of going kind of in a different direction a little bit, but of Wensco's, like what's kind of made you stay here, right? You guys have been here 35 years together, apparently. So a long time. And in that time, a lot of people have come and gone, right? Like Judy was walking through and looking at all the pictures on the wall in here, and you can't see them super well in the podcast, but if you came and see it in person, there's, I don't know, 150, 200 plus pictures on these walls in here. And there's a lot of people that used to work here, right? And don't work here anymore. There's a lot of people that left and came back. And there's a lot of people that have just gone away entirely. But what do you think has kind of kept you here at Wensco that whole time?
For me, Wensco's always been great for me. They've been good to me. I started way back when JR was here, which is Judy's dad. So, I don't know. It just kind of holds a special place in my heart. And I love the people I work with.
Yeah.
We are truly like a family. Tyler, I knew you when you were just a little tyke. And now I'm working with you.
Yeah.
Same thing with...
He's a big tyke. Sorry.
Big tyke. So really, that's what it is. It's that family feel. Everybody cares about everybody.
Yep.
Our upper management is fantastic. Open door policy. You ever have to talk about anything, whether it's work related or not. Sorry, Rick. He keeps yelling at me.
You gotta, like I said, be right on the mic.
It doesn't help. Your mic is loose, so I think you keep spinning it away from yourself unintentionally.
That's okay. You just gotta put your elbows down.
I'll take an equipment error.
I feel like I'm gonna headbutt it.
I did that to start the podcast. I bumped the mic. I'm not used to being on this side. I usually lean this way. I leaned
you're
right.
on the other
Put your
side.
eye on
I
it.
leaned right into the mic. So
right there.
But no, I agree with you. Like the people that have been here, well, like 5 years, apparently 2020 for you. So must be 5 years. The people that have made it, I think, past that like 3-4 year mark tend to just stay. That's what I always make a reference to. Like if someone makes it past like the 3 or 4 years, for the most part, they end up just staying. Like we just joke that you're here for life now. There's no getting out.
I can always tell.
If you think you're leaving, you'll just end up right back here. That's what the joke we always make. Like you're leaving? Okay. Well, call us in like 6 months when you want to come back. So
see you in a few months.
Several people have done that.
So, but I think that's what it is. Like if you kind of like get roped into the Wensco family of people, like it's kind of hard to leave. You're just like, well, I mean, sure, there might be some things that are better on the other side, but when I get there, it might not actually be that nice.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think some of us, again, I won't speak for everyone, but some of us feel like it's not like when Monday rolls around, I'm like, oh, here we go again. You got to show up at work.
I look forward to Mondays.
Until I see Domingo, but before that,
what does he have for me today?
He's got a whole notepad for me when I roll up with my name on the top.
Well,
like,
it's a different notepad.
That's Tyler's notepad. But that's what I feel like it is, at least from my perspective. But yeah, Desmond.
Yep. No, I totally agree. Everything Yolanda said. It's the family and friendships, and I like my job too, but I love everybody, and Wensco's always been good to me as well. So.
I think the challenge that we run into is that, with new employees that start off, there's expectations that they want to have met, and I think we're more of a, I would say, laid back kind of company to not push you to say that this is what you need to be doing and do all this stuff, but it's more of grow into those phases of what you need to learn. Some take longer than usual and some have challenges, right?
Yep.
But some people pick it up really quick.
Yep.
And some people, you kind of, your learning capabilities of your job is open. So, but you could always ask somebody, like I always go to Tyler for some other different advice about other stuff. I know that I can go to him. It's just that's the beauty of it. When Bob comes to me and he asks me things, hey, can you take a look at this, or can I ask you about this? And it's like, it's nothing to do with business, right? Yeah. It's more of a personal level, a trust level, right? And that's what I mean by there are employees here that you know you can trust.
Yes.
You could say something. I know I could talk about my wife every once in a while that I know it's not going to get back to her. So, but that's the whole beauty of working at Wensco. I think Judy has done a nice job of making you feel welcomed.
Yes.
As an employee to the family, as what you would say.
She cares.
Yeah. Oh, she cares a lot.
What I think is interesting with that too. So what I was going to say is I think the employees that stay, typically the only similarity between the ones that stay longer and the ones that either leave or get let go is just the ones that care. Like if you care, Wensco will work with you for probably way longer than we should for most of them, right? Like if it seems like you genuinely care, we're going to be like, we'll figure out a way to make this work. And usually it can work out, right? Sometimes it doesn't. But if you do care, I mean, it's like somebody on one of the boards at RapsCon, they were talking about like what I can't train employees is to care, right? Like if I bring them on, it's like so the one thing I'm interviewing for is it seems like people that actually like care at all. If they don't care, he's like, I can't train that. Like I can't train you to like go above and beyond because it matters, right? But what I think is interesting about that is you guys all talked about like Judy's kind of who was here, right? When we all came on board. Yeah. And that's Judy, this isn't any offense on you when I say this on the podcast, but like that's not the case anymore, right? Like when people come on board, right? She's not meeting them right away a lot of the time, especially at the other locations. But like that genuine like caring has passed on like to the people that do the onboarding now, and the people that are in charge of that all have that same mentality that's just kind of carried over from like from JR to Judy down to all the people that are doing it now. So I think it's interesting that even if it's not the same people, like the core principle of who Wensco is as like people that apply and work here has kind of stayed the same, at least what it feels like for the last.
It's a very welcoming environment.
You know, you mentioned Judy, and I'll say this, is that when she comes into the office, you notice that she goes around the office and talks to
she does a full circle.
Every single person.
And even if you're new, she will talk to you to figure out your name, and she probably won't remember it, but she definitely wants to know about you.
Yeah.
You know what you want, what is it that you're looking for, you know, and I think that says a lot about an ownership. That does. Yeah. And even she'll say it like, it's very different now with over 100 employees than it was, you know, even 5 years ago. Right. Yeah. So it's very different, but she still cares the same. It's just not she can't care about everyone as much because there's more of us than there were 5 years ago. But I think it's been cool to see it over the last, 9 years. I don't know how long I've been here anymore now, but it's been interesting to watch it. I think it's been funny. We put a thing on our website for like, hey, if you would like to work here, like apply. And we'd never had one before. And Jaime's like, hey, you should put it on there. I was like, that's probably a good idea. That's fair. And we probably get like 3 or 4 a day. And I just think like, I wonder like where they're coming from. You know what I mean? Like you're on the Wensco website and you're like, you know what? I'm going to apply here. Yeah. But I was like, man, there's a whole segment of like marketing out there that's like, oh, you should also be marketing to like bring people in. I was like, I don't think we really do that. But then I was like, you know what? I mean, for people that like appreciate any of the 12 Days of Christmas videos that we do, they're probably like, you know what? I should work at Wensco.
That looks like a fun place to work.
If you think those videos are funny, you're probably thinking, you know, I'd really like to work here. And for some people, they're like, I don't know who those people are, but I never want to work for them. And that's fine. You probably won't fit in here anyways. So that's
probably
good.
Not.
But I think it's interesting, like, as they're coming in, I just keep thinking, like, man, I wonder, like, where they're coming from. Like, what does it look like on the outside if you're looking in at Wensco? You know, like, we know what it is here, but I just think that's been interesting as we see.
You got to be open-minded if you're going to work here. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Open-minded.
True.
You got to be willing to take sarcasm. I think that's
absolutely
the number one.
Yeah.
I think
that's like, a must.
Yeah, but that's what you get with that friendship and that, you know, that working together. You know, you can't just say that to a new employee because then, I mean, I could tell you a situation that I ran into that didn't go well. So,
yeah, not all jokes are well received by everybody at the same time. You know?
Not really. No.
But guys, before we leave today, I just wanted to ask you one quick question, and that is, what is a pirate's favorite application tape? R tape. R tape is the #1 application tape in the United States, and it comes with an RLA, which is a release liner adhesion, meaning it's going to stick to the liner. Even on cut graphics, if you roll it, it's not going to tunnel, wrinkle, or curl, or anything like that. So if you're looking for the best application tape for cut graphics out there, R tape RLA is for you, and you can get it at Wensco.com.
But all right, so he forgets to ask this question. I'm going to ask it. So you do travel with us, and we kind of eat the same foods. Is there anything that you would rather have if you had a choice? What would be the meal that you would want to have?
Or the places that we've traveled.
Place.
Is there any restaurant that you're like, I hope we go there every time we're in that city? Is there anything that comes to mind?
Is there anything that comes to mind besides pizza, burgers, wings?
I mean, sure, we could do something fancier maybe sometimes.
Whoa.
But otherwise,
I don't think my shorts
I like
will work in
pizza
that.
and burgers, and every
Sushi
place
is
we go
always
is fine.
good.
Sushi's good.
You don't like sushi?
You don't like sushi?
I don't like sushi.
I think
That
I
makes
remember you
sense.
saying that.
He doesn't like
That's
sushi.
okay. You guys can have
he doesn't
sushi
like
and a-
spicy food.
Yeah, you know,
Unbelievable.
that's okay. I'll find something. Yeah, can I have that
They got
croissant?
burgers.
That's there.
Yeah, croissant. I don't feel like the last round of open houses. We went to the Italian place with
That place is
Chuck
nice.
and Don.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good. It's not as good as Chuck hyped it up to be though.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
had
like-
the bolognese, and
which-
it was.
To be honest with you,
I mean,
it's-
I even
that's
had
right,
you guys
did.
try it, and it was.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it
just
was
all right.
mediocre. Yeah.
It was overcooked noodles. It was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Domingo, what do you think of those the fries that we had in Chicago? The ones that came out after the food?
The fries that came. Oh, those were magnificent. Well,
The fries.
hold on. The fries.
Were they fries? Are you sure?
They were not laid out correctly like the first time. The presentation
different.
The presentation was much better the first time.
Yes.
What were they fries?
They were fries.
They were fries.
They were fries in my book. A little sugary.
I'm pretty sure he was gaslighting me. He's like, they're not fries. And I was like, they're literally fries. It's like, it says fries on the menu. He's like, no, I don't think they're fries. And then he's like, yeah, do you guys have any of those like churro funnel cake things? And she's like, the fries? And Domingo's like,
Yes.
yeah, the fries.
Do you want one or two? Two.
He's the only one ordering. He's like, send us two. Yeah. Someone else will eat them. No one else will eat them. It's just me.
Hey, I
two trays
gotta
full.
have a little bit of dessert if I'm working hard. You know,
They were delicious.
yeah, especially with all the dips, chocolate, strawberry. Can't remember the other two.
I don't remember the other one.
They're pretty good.
I don't know. Very good.
Oh, Desmond wasn't
I
there.
was not there that day.
Oh,
I had to be here. There was
Okay.
too much going on.
Chicago. I was like, where was I?
Yeah.
Oh, Chicago. You were there last year, though. It's the same thing.
No.
Domingo was just.
Actually,
Actually.
Oh, you're not in
The
Chicago
years
last
before-
before
wasn't
I
there
was, but
last
the
year.
last 2 years I was not.
oh my God! Does she even work?
2 years ago.
What the
This year
heck?
I had to stay here. The year before I had like a wedding out of town or something family related.
It was family
Neither one of us
related.
can remember,
Yeah.
but I couldn't go. So
Slackers around here.
Slackers.
Yeah.
No wonder it was so much work.
Well, let's just talk to Yolanda about. And
But anyways, the point of this podcast is just to bring you guys on. I think you guys are people that like at least get referenced frequently enough because a lot of customers deal with
Yeah.
you. A lot of customers at least talk to you on the phone, but probably haven't seen you in person unless they came to the open house and introduced themselves, right? But you're people that a lot of our customers would deal with. So we appreciate you coming on, even though you obviously
you're
had no desire to
an
come on the
important
podcast.
part of this company.
Yeah.
Both of
thank you.
Thank you.
You are.
Yeah,
And-
thanks for having us. We
Yeah.
were tricked,
Sorry.
but
Sorry
it was
I
fine.
tricked you.
You're so welcome.
It worked out.
It was our honor, really, to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
You begged and begged to come on, and we were just nice enough to eventually let you do
Finally,
it.
we got
Yeah.
on the
I know.
podcast.
Yeah. Apparently, this is the strategy to get the rest of the Wensco employees on. Hey, we have a meeting at
We have a
11.
meeting at 11. If you hear that,
Yeah.
you might be on a podcast.
Go to lunch.
Go to lunch.
Go to lunch.
So, anyways, thank you guys for coming on. We appreciate it. I don't know how long we've been doing this because I didn't turn on the clock, but 42 minutes is how long we've been on. So like 40. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
So anyways, thanks guys. We appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We'll be back to having non-Wensco guests next week, I believe. And hopefully like the next 4, 5,
Got a bunch
6
of
in a row.
vendors.
We got a bunch of them lined up. It's just after the open house, we kind of had a backlog, so we're doing all of these last minute. But starting next week, we should have a guest, someone you've seen before. Hopefully, I haven't scheduled it with him, but someone who's been on here before, and it should be a good time. So tune in, and we'll see you guys next time. So
Okay,
bye.
thank you.
Bye.
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 I don't know.
Bye.